So now we're going to be doing the spread plate method, and again we would make sure that our area was clean. We would have wiped everything down with germicide. I would have my gloves on. I'm just trying to be able to touch the camera. So again, my gloves would be on. I'd have a lab coat, goggles, and make sure my hair was pulled back, closed-toed shoes. And so right now we have the cell spreader right here. We have our agar plate, which is still labeled with the bacteria on it. This is going to be my container with 95% ethanol, my pipette, and then my stock culture, which is mustard and half water, and it's in my egg carton, which I'm using as the test tube rack. And then also we're going to use the Bunsen burner, which I'll show you on my computer. And let's see. There's the germicide, there's the biohazardous waste. Oop. The test tube rack, and the 95% ethanol in the Petri dish. That is the cell spreader, which is normally glass, but this one that I have is plastic. The goggles I would wear, and that is that. So hopefully you can see my area. So let me put my other glove on. So first, as I said, the bottom of my agar plate would be labeled. So again, we still have the bacteria from the streak slide, and so that's so that we know what the microbial what the microbe is. And then we're going to take our pipette, and we'll take our stock culture, and we're going to take 0.1 milliliters. Again, using aseptic technique and not touching, one thing to the next so we don't transfer bacteria. So I'm going to say that's 0.1. We're going to put the tube back on, or the top back on, put that in the test tube rack. And then I'm just going to move that out of the way. That would be out of the way first. I'm going to use the clamshell technique, and I'm going to put the stock culture, 0.1 milliliters, in my agar plate. And then this we would put in the biohazardous waste container. So now I'm going to take the cell spreader, and we're going to dip it in the ethanol. So I would open that, I would dip it. I would swipe it through the flame of the Bunsen burner, and then I would let it cool and just let the alcohol wear off, but also by keeping it clean, or no bacteria on it. So then we are going to use the clamshell method again. We're going to open this, and we're going to use the cell spreader to spread the bacteria back and forth. And then we're going to carefully turn the plate and keep spreading so that it's spread evenly. And then we're going to turn it again, spread it some more, turn it again, so that we have it nice and even across the whole agar plate. And then again, we are going to sterilize the cell spreader, and we're going to put that through the flame, and again let it cool off, and we'll set that down. And then we're going to let the plate stand for about 5 minutes, and then after that we're going to incubate it. We're going to invert it and incubate it for 24 to 48 hours at 37 degrees Celsius. And then we would clean up our space put everything away, make sure we left the anything that we used, any pencils or pens or anything, we would leave that in the lab, and clean all of our things off that we used. And that's it for that.